By American standards anyway, we here at Trinity are not particularly wealthy people. I once was approached by a man who represented a fundraising agency that had been secured by a pan-Lutheran organization, and their plan was to build a $50 million facility. And so this gentleman came to all the Lutheran churches in Chicagoland to see how much he could count on in supporting this endeavor. And one of the first questions he asked me when he met with me was, how many of Trinity's members did I think could consider making a gift of $100,000 or more? That was my response. I laughed out loud, and he was offended. But he was also from Texas. So I asked him, since he was from out of town, if he had mistakenly come to Villa Park thinking he was coming to Lincoln Park. He knew where he was, and his lowest gift category was $10,000 or more. And I told him, buddy, I'm ecstatic over the handful of people that are able to give $5,000 a whole year to supporting this place, much less $10,000 to your place. He was not happy, and he left having clearly wasted his time at Trinity Villa Park. But you know, frankly, I'm kind of glad that we are not burdened with tremendous wealth. Most of us have enough. Some of us have a little more than we really need. And there's some who struggle a little bit to make ends meet. But none of us, all you have to do is look at us and you can tell, we're not without the basic necessities of life. It's a nice place to be, really. And we're blessed. But that doesn't mean that we can get sloppy. The worst thing that can happen to God's people is that we become complacent. If we get too comfortable with this life, we can be in danger very quickly. Of course, none of us wants to be eating out of the dumpster behind the Jewel, but neither do we want to be so fat and happy that we forget that we are people on watch for the return of our King, who will usher us into our true kingdom. In my work with Lutheran Child and Family Services of Illinois over the last 10 or 12 years, I've had the opportunity to talk to all kinds of people who are clients of LCFS. And these people often live on the edge of survival. Sometimes they're homeless. Usually they have no transportation. Almost none of them have any kind of medical insurance. And always for them, life is a day-to-day survival. Life is constantly contending just to survive. But here's the thing. These people who are striving just to survive have amazing faith in God. And it's not fluffy, happy, oh, isn't life wonderful faith. No, these people have gone hungry for days at a time. These people have seen their loved ones shot in the street in front of them. These are people who have had to take their children into the restroom at McDonald's to get them ready for school in the morning because they slept in the car. And yet, they speak with absolute certainty of Jesus' love for them. And they watch and they look for his return with great expectation. Something I have noticed in such people is that they do not become so apathetic as we do. They never assume that life should be easy or that it will be easy tomorrow. They stay on watch. They are on guard, knowing that this world is hostile towards God's people. And they also know that their Lord has promised to return for them, and he will. They don't know when, so they're on watch. day in and day out. We're on watch, day in and day out. And our comfort as we stand watch comes from the epistle that we had today from St. Paul. He says some of the most important words that we can hear standing watch. If God is for us, who can be against us? See, we're supposed to struggle in life. God knows that life is a struggle. But here's the good news. We got friends in high places. More precisely, we have a friend in the highest place. And no matter what the struggle is that we face, that friend is in control. If you are blessed, do not let your comfort cause you to forget that what matters is yet to come. Because just as Satan can use matters of need to distract us from God, he can even more easily use our comfort to lull us into a stupor. In fact, I think he is far more successful at that with people who have much. Think how easy it becomes to forget about God, to forget about watching, to forget about the future kingdom when everything you need is right there in front of you, and a whole bunch of stuff you don't even need. How easy it is to become complacent. And that is exactly why Jesus warned that the love of money was the root of all evil. Because he knew the dangers of money. Everything you think you have can be taken from you in an instant. And the more we have at risk, the more we can become distracted from God. Wealthy people are distracted by the stock market and the value of their rental properties. We get distracted about worrying about the $600 we have hidden in the fake spam can at the back of the cabinet. But distracted is distracted, right? We can find ourselves on watch for the wrong things. And we can get pretty sleepy about the things that matter. As 2017 rolls in tonight, stay awake. Stay watchful. Be thankful for the multitude of blessings the Lord has poured out upon you, but at the same time, remember that it is only because we have that friend in the highest place that we can enjoy anything we have. Only because we have that friend who has eternity secured for us. That's why we never have to despair when earthly blessings are sparse. Nor do we get distracted when earthly blessings are plentiful. Our only goal is to enter paradise and to be in paradise for eternity. So regardless of the level of blessings we are experiencing, we commit to the same things. We commit ourselves to the hearing and the reading and the studying of God's Word. We commit ourselves to remembering that we are baptized children of God, and we commit ourselves to receiving His very body and blood for our strength as often as we possibly can, and we commit ourselves to be on guard, to stay awake until His return.